Welcome back to Cougar Sports Saturday here on KSL News Radio all summer long as we get ready for the 2021 football season. We've been talking with coaches and players, and it's our privilege today to talk with linebacker Keenan Pili. Keenan, thanks for spending some time with us.
Hey, thank you for having me. Good to be here.
What's it been like in the linebacker room with new linebackers, Coach Clune, so far?
Oh, amazing. Coach Clune has kind of fit right in. He was with us as like a volunteer and worked his way in as a coach, and it's been nice to have him because it kind of brings a new flair, new aspect to our defense. And it's been good to get to know him and get to know him on a pro level.
You know, Keenan, I don't think many fans returner in tackles last season. He capped off last season with a Boca Raton Defensive Bowl MVP honors, and it really kind of, I think feels like it could springboard you into this year where you're one of the top guys in this defense. Where do you feel like you got better in your game last season?
I think last season I was just able to be a little more comfortable, as simple as that is. Just being able to feel the game more, being able to play how I want to play, also being able to be healthy for once, minus the COVID stuff. But, yeah, I think just being comfortable has been the main difference in my game.
Coach Clune said that he wants you in the middle. You're going to be running the show, just doing your thing in the middle. How do you anticipate that role will become for you this fall?
The Mike's the leader of the defense, that I can get everyone aligned, set up. I understand what's happening in the other positions, not necessarily just mine. The Mike needs to be the guy, the one to turn to. Questions or anything, alignment, assignment, technique, that's the guy to go to. I want that guy and the defense as I can.
Mike's a leader. What's Frodo?
Frodo's, it's a newest position, very new. It's a field boundary backer, the Joker. You probably see that one too. Everyone's wondering what it is, but yeah, it's just another form of a field and boundary.
Who named? Where did Frodo come from? Like, I want to know, was there a workshop where the players involved, where we got this new thing? What do we name it?
It's Billy Nixon coming, player experience. We got to give these guys, let them name the position.
I love Lord of the Rings. Don't get me wrong. I love Lord of the Rings, but Frodo, that is out there when it comes to naming a position.
I wish I was the one to name it. It was Mitch's. I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan, so. Drew Jensen and both guys to look out for next season.
I'm honestly stumped by the good thing we can record and cut this out down. Sorry, the photo thing is crazy. Okay, coming back into the interview, who are some spring ball that stuck out to you? I mean, we know guys like Peyton Wilgar. We know Mac. Who are some of the next level guys that could make it into the 2D?
Oh yeah, I loved watching the D line this past spring. Obviously, a lot of people are like, well, what are you going to do with the D line last year? There's been some guys who stepped up this spring, and we got the guys to totally fill the role. You've seen glimpses of Batty. You've seen glimpses of Gabe Summers. You've seen Pepe, Tommy Ross be helping out over the other guys that are going to step up. That's what I think was the big standout in spring ball.
What do you have a Lysa Tuiaki offense or defense? Excuse me.
It's the idea. Set us up to make plays. Like we in terms of what our position can do. It's pretty soon.
I think there's on the outside people some reason they drop gate, they get hung up back gate. I'm sure. But clearly trends like this works. This guy's going to put you in a position where you guys are limiting the opposition from scoring. What makes them so successful is that team and how you guys.
For sure. I think one being that it's a simple scheme for a lot of us to learn and be able to do well in. And our scheme is really catered to each team. It's very tweaked. And I think that's what makes the biggest difference is that defense to that team.
How much preparation will be required in terms of tweaking and making adjustments for this schedule? Because last year, 2020, it was what it was. I think we all, as BYU fans, loved that you guys played and understood, but the schedule's different this year, right? It's more Power 5 teams, more notable brands. How will that scheme kind of change or be impacted by a more daunting schedule?
Yeah, so I think we kind of have a little more leverage this year because we know who we're playing. We got to really prepare for. So I think in that way, that's going to make the difference. We got all this off season to watch film, to train, to already make, some defensive adjustments towards who we're going to play at the beginning, and I think that's our edge.
How big of a relief is that just to kind of put the COVID-19 season in the rearview mirror and just not have to, do you guys have to wear masks? Like, what's going on now as far as COVID, everything? Do you guys have to get the vaccine? Like, what's going on with all that?
Yeah, so we're kind of just following all the guidelines. Not being forced to get the vaccination right now, but still keeping it within the protocols at the school.
Is it just a relief, though, to know who you're going to be playing this year and just, like, these are our 12 games and go from there instead of wondering, like, throwing out the eyeball emojis, like, we might have a game 2 days from now?
Yes. Oh, it feels so much better. I remember that time period last year we were like, will we even play at all? So it's just cool that we're playing and that we're playing at all.
Is there an added level of anticipation and excitement? 47,000 tickets have been sold last I heard. I would imagine by the time that game, it's going to be a sellout. Just how does it feel as a player? There's just like an added anticipation to play in a packed house like Legion Stadium.
Oh, yeah. Especially since we didn't get much fans, kind of all those different COVID protocols, but it's going to be cool to be in an NFL stadium, packed full, BYU fans there, people cheering. It's going to bring a whole new environment we didn't get to see last year.
I want to ask you about a few other guys in the linebacker room and get your thoughts on them. Because I feel like you, Peyton Wilgar, and Max Tooley, from just kind of my vantage point, it feels like you guys are some of the top guys ready to really take on the limelight this year for BYU. Just maybe speak to Wilgar and Tooley's abilities and what they bring to the linebacker room.
Oh, those guys are both very athletic, long. We all kind of have like a similar build, I guess you can say. And they all take their mental side of the game seriously. So I think those two, they both have great physical attributes. And their mental side is great. And I think they're going to have a great season this year.
What are some of the goals maybe you have long-term beyond BYU? Are you a guy that wants to, eventually get in the NFL?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I don't want to speak for the other guys, but I think all our goal is to get there. It's the LB crew, and we kind of like got our little group. We carry each other, run others down. We build each other up, and we're both striving for the same goal to win games. And that's what we're focused on.
And how motivating has it been to see 5 guys get drafted this past April? Because there was a time there where BYU wasn't getting guys in the league, and that got broken down. Like, hey, you can get to the league from BYU. You can be a highly rated draft pick. Just how much extra motivation does that add, knowing like, hey, if I perform, I can get to the league?
Oh yeah, for sure. And we've seen it in a lot of the guys in the locker room, being able to watch these leaders on our team from the previous year get drafted. It's really given them and me myself motivation to work even harder and know that dreams can come true.
Speaking of linebackers and the league, BYU has some dang good linebackers in the league right now. Have you guys had a chance to talk with the rub shoulders with the Kyle Van Noy, the Fred Warners who are in the NFL?
A little bit. Me personally, we see a lot of the NFL guys at the facilities working out and doing some other things like Harvey Long, Sione, Kentucky, and many of those guys. So sometimes we'll bump shoulders here and there, be able to talk.
Well, Keenan, we know that you're on a fast track to having your moment in the sun and having your success here in this BYU program. You had a great year last year and expecting bigger things this year. So good luck this year, and thanks for spending some time with us.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.